Hey everyone. Yeah, so it's a beautiful day here today. Um, you see that? Look at that. Beautiful. I don't know about the tides though. They're looking kind of active, or maybe it's just because, like, maybe I'm projecting, but the waters look kind of active today, even though there's no wind. It'd be interesting to see. I really wanted to go out today because I've got some stuff to do, but unfortunately, that familiar relative Aunt Flo decided to visit, or Mother Nature, or whatever the fuck you want to call her. Like, it's just, she decided to visit, and now it's not that I can't go out, it's just that if I do, I'll end up being very, very tired and very, very drained, and I'm already anemic, so for me to go through this is just not good. Ironically, after yesterday's like miniature blowout, um, I actually feel a lot better today. I went to sleep feeling like refreshed. I woke up today feeling kind of refreshed. I even had an idea or two in my head about, stuff that I wanted to write. Because I always get ideas and stuff like that, but I never write them down. So I started laughing and I tried to disguise it. It didn't work. It didn't work. But yeah, so I've thought of book ideas. Spoke to Samaritans again just to get my feelings out, because I don't always talk to them when I'm feeling really, really terrible. Sometimes I'll just talk to them if I need to talk to them. I mean, I ain't got a therapist, so it's either you guys or Samaritans, right? Even though Samaritans are connected to mental health, and but you have someone to talk to about these things, you feel a lot healthier. And I realize that, when I'm not thinking about the gang stalkers, the stuff on my mind is actually really productive and really, business oriented, and like wanting to get my life started. I don't actually think it's the gang stalkers getting in my way. I know it sounds like a weird thing to say, but even though their abuse definitely fucks with me, this is the thing, it fucks with me. Because the thing is, there are other TIs who go through the exact same things that I go through, maybe even worse. They're out there working, they're out there living their lives, they're out there doing their thing. They've found a way to channel how they feel into what they do. I haven't found a way to do that yet. So this is why I'm kind of slowly but surely building myself up through my hobbies, right? I'm slowly but surely building myself up through my hobbies, turning those hobbies into passion, hopefully turning those passions into a business. So I'm the type of person, I need to start real, real slow, build from the ground up. Like, it literally could be years before my business becomes viable, but doing it this way rather than rushing into developing a startup is better for me, because then when I actually start the business, it has more longevity rather than me just rushing into shit. So for me, it's like, you have to kind of play to who you are as a person. And because I have borderline personality disorder, on top of that mild autism that gets very easily overstimulated, and then on top of that the PTSD, on top of that, the hormonal issues caused by, of course it's caused by the gang stalking, but it's also caused by lifestyle. So the hormonal issues that I have, which are caused by the electronic weaponry and stuff like that, like, all of these things have to be considered. So it's like it requires a complete dietary overhaul. It requires me being extremely focused on my work. But the thing is, in order for me to do all those things, I have to start really, really slow. Otherwise, I'm going to do it for 2 weeks and then I'm just going to peter out. And that's the last thing that I want, especially as I'm getting older. So I don't really feel that it's the gang stalking that fucks with me. I don't even think it's me that fucks with me, really. I think it's the fact that It's my emotions. Your emotions, people underestimate how much your emotions play a part in what you're able to do. If I get angry and that anger is the only thing that I'm feeling, because that's exactly what BPD is like. If I get angry and that's the only emotion that I'm feeling, imagine that in a work environment. Imagine that in a normal working schedule. I'm angry and that anger is literally the only thing that I'm feeling. The only way it can be productive is if it's literally murderous anger, and it's not like that all the time. Yeah, it's not like that all the time. So you're dealing with these feelings inside you that are really being weaponized against you every day, and then on top of that, even when they're not weaponized, you have the BPD already. So it's like they're 1,000 times more magnified than they need to be. It's just a lot. So I as much as the gang stalking is fucking with me, I feel like it's not the entire story. I feel like it's also like the effects of the gang stalking, the psychological injuries that I have that make it difficult for me to manage a daily routine. It's weird. The more emotionally out of control you are, is the more your emotions have to play a factor in how you live your life. And the truth of the matter is, since I've been doing it that way, it's also made the gang stalking easier to manage. It doesn't matter what situation they put you in, you've got to put your emotions first. You can't put money first. You can't put fucking jobs first. You can't put anything else first. When you are being abused like this, and you have you have very weak emotional control, you've got to put your emotions first. You've got to think to yourself, okay, I'm in this situation. How is that going to make me feel? If I'm feeling like this, how is that going to affect how I spend my money, how I spend my time, how I interact with people, how I do the work that I'm supposed to do? So if I'm somebody with very, very weak emotional control, I have to put my emotions first and think, before I get into this situation, how am I going to feel about each possible outcome? It's a lot of overthought, but that's what it takes. You have to do that. If your emotions are being like weaponized against you all the time, and then even without the weaponization, your emotions are extreme anyway, you have to think about, how am I going to feel? And how are those feelings going to affect what I do? You'd be shocked at how much your emotions color what you do. Remember, when I was living with people, my diet wasn't the healthiest, because when there's more people, there's more gaslighting. So having to share like a kitchen or a bathroom with the same people that are gaslighting you, there's multiple opportunities for the gang stalkers to use like little tiny things to do with the kitchen or the bathroom in order to weaponize that against you. So what you do from there, so what I used to do was, I used to wash myself in the sink whenever I could, and then go in the shower, or I used to buy takeaways so that I wouldn't have to cook. And it's not because I didn't like cooking. I actually fucking love cooking. It was because I didn't want to interact with people. That's why a lot of perps had a really hard job of trying to get to know me or trying to interact with me, because I made sure that I stayed out of environments that involved interacting with them. I made sure that I did that. That's why when I get a place of my own, I usually get these situations where people are trying to fuck with me like early, because the thing is, I don't interact with people that much. So they try to get it in before I have a chance to kind of fucking sidestep it. But the thing is that it goes back to, how do I feel? Well, these people are gaslighting me and gang stalking me. I know that, and they're going to use the bathroom to do that. They're going to use the kitchen to do that. Anywhere that I feel would be a place of solitude and of relaxation for me, they're going to fuck with it. So I just stay out of communal areas. I make sure I stay out of communal areas. They come to me because I stay out of communal areas, because I don't say hi to nobody. They come to me and they expose themselves. And then on top of that, I reduce the interaction that I have with people who are going to weaponize my feelings against me. I reduce my interactions with people like that. So this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say your emotions have to come first. If you are suffering with a psychological injury and you know that psychological injury is going to fuck with your daily routine, fuck with your life, you have to put that first. It's not an easy thing to do because I'm on benefits. I've been on benefits for a long time now. And it's not an easy thing to do. It's like you're putting yourself in the position of being vulnerable to the state. And second of all, benefits is not free money. You're taking it out of your national insurance, which is, and already this country is in debt from the first fucking World War, let alone the second one. So whether you're on benefits, whether you're working, you're still in debt. You are still in debt. Like it's like, it's not free money at all. You first of all, you have to pay like about 6 months of that money back. And then the rest of the time, because, you have to pay back national insurance contributions, it's not free money at all because we all have to pay tax for it. With anything that's not food or baby clothing, you have to pay tax for that shit. So it's like, it's not an easy existence. And then they're trying to whittle away benefits. Either they're trying to whittle away benefits or create one sort of blanket national benefit that somehow pays us less than we're used to, but also like to keep us in a survival trap, essentially. So putting your emotions first is not an easy thing to do, but when you can't really, well, you can work, but when your prospect of having a stable job or having a stable professional life is drastically affected by what's going on in your emotional life, those are the choices you have to make. And building yourself up slowly, you have to build yourself up slowly as well, so that when you finally reach where you're supposed to reach, it's very difficult to knock you off that platform, because the thing is, you spent so long building yourself up to get to that place. So by the time you get to that place, even your emotions can't knock you off, because it's a slow build, it's a slow grind, it's a slow thing that you're doing. So you got to put your feelings first. And that's the way you manage your life. Because, with gang stalking and with the torture, we go through a lot of physical shit. It's true. Like, TIs go through a lot of physical shit. I can't deny that. But I'm going to share a secret with all of you. We don't care about pain. I'm going to say that again. Human beings do not care about pain. We don't care about death. We don't care about change. And I know it sounds like a weird thing to say, but we don't care about these things happening to us. And I know it sounds like the weirdest thing to say, but everything that human beings do, it's not for the fear of pain, it's not for the fear of death, it's not for the fear of change. It's for the fear of emotionally not being able to handle those things. Because we know physically it's going to hurt us. In some way or another, we know it's going to hurt us. But what we worry about the most is emotionally. Like, how am I emotionally going to handle this? I'm not saying that human beings, are okay with being in pain, or are okay with dying, or are okay with change. But when you are at peace emotionally, pain, death, change, if we're at peace, then it's okay to go through these things. It's not okay for it to happen to us, and it's not okay for us to be subjected to it. But when we're at peace emotionally and you know, and when we know who we are, a little bit of the horror of those things are taken out of it when you're at peace with yourself. But in order to be at peace, it doesn't mean that you don't suffer or you don't go through shit or you don't, you know, you don't cry or you don't get angry. It doesn't mean any of those things. It just means that you're okay with those things. It's all right to be angry sometimes. It's all right to be sad sometimes. It's okay to feel. Intention is another matter entirely. Intention reveals who we are as well, but it's okay to feel. And once you get past that stage, then you start to have feelings about other stuff like that, and then the shame element is taken out of it, which means you have a stronger sense of self because you've taken the shame out of feeling stuff. You've taken the shame out of feeling things. So, when you put your emotions first, you put yourself in a position of being at peace. So it's like, it's so important, like even if you're not a TI, it's so important to manage your emotions because our emotions are at the core of everything. It's why we do what we do. And when you accept your emotions and you build your life around your emotions, you're at peace. Depends on the way you do it, but you're at peace. It's about finding ways to manage your emotions, not even control your emotions, but to build your life around your emotional response. It's important that people do that. People don't do that. That's why we end up in situations we don't need to be in. I'm just watching some. Are they robins? Like what's going on over there? I think they're having a communal bath over there. Like what's going on? Yeah, they're having a communal bath. Splish splash. There's so much more nature out here. That's the thing. It's so much more nature out here. But yeah, you got to manage your feelings. You got to build your life around your feelings. No matter what happens, no matter what position you're put in as a TI, you've got to build your life around your emotions. And we live in a world that doesn't like to do that, but you got to. You've got to think, if you're in a situation financially or anything like this, you're going to think, okay, how am I going to feel when that happens? You have to think that to yourself all the time. How am I going to feel when this happens? Not what's going to happen, but how am I going to feel if this happens? But anyway, that's me. Got to do my daily readings now. I love you guys very much. I know this is a pretty boring video because I'm not screaming at anybody, but yeah. It's not every day. So you guys take care of yourselves. I love you. Bye-bye.